Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be working on a 2017 Victory Cross Country. We're going to be doing both wheels today. I'm going to show you how to remove and install both of them. Do this for a customer while he's at work. So let's get started and show you how to take these on and off. I'm kind of in a hurry today. Alright, bye. Alright guys, there's a bolt and a nut right here on the shock, and then there's another one right here. I can't get my camera down here and me in the way at the same time, but you gotta loosen these up, take the nuts off, then you're gonna have to lower the bike down until these bolts are able to come out. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do those, and then and I'll show you what to do next. Alright guys, next thing we gotta do is remove the axle nut, and when I get that off, I'll show you. It's kind of hard to show you guys things like I normally do because of the exhaust on this thing, but take that. We're gonna crack that nut loose and take it off, and then these axles are different, so I'll show you how they work. Alright, I'm gonna take that off real quick. Well, I've got the bolts loose. I'm sorry, got the bolts loose, and then you lift the bike up so that the axle clears the exhaust right there. That's why you take those two bolts off, so when you lift the bike up, the swing arm will drop low enough to clear the exhaust. It's much easier than trying to take these pipes off. Trust me. I've done it once. It was not fun. This is way easier. Alright, let's do it. Nut loose. We're going to take our nut off. A little adjustment block here. Plate. Take that off. What we're going to do is take a rubber mallet or something. Don't have to go all the way. I'll show you on the other side. Now on the other side, you got a plate that's on this side, but it's slotted. And there's a slot right there on the axle that this slides in. Now what you're going to do is push the axle back that way, and then we'll take the wheel off. There she goes. Wheel off the ground. We're at the lower the bike to where the wheel's just on the ground. Just touching the floor, hopefully. Enough. And grab us like a long punch or an extension or something like that. Tap the axle through. That felt like it got loose. Oh yeah. Oh, there she goes. Here's that slot I'm talking about that this drops into. Alright, let's try to get this brake caliper off. We got the belt off right now. See, I've twisted the wheel to get this knob out of this slot. And then we can kind of wiggle her out. There we go. Try not to mash your wheel. Be mindful of this cable. That's your speed sensor. Okay. So that's probably the spacer. Oh, there it is. Spacer from the other side. Which this one has one right there. Just take out right now. Spacer on this side. And we should be ready to lift the bike up. Get get this wheel out. Belts out of the way. Brake calipers out the way. And give it one more pump. Not whole pump. That seems to be a one right there. Grab by the rotor, swing around. And that's it. Let's go do the front. The front's gonna be a lot easier. Oh, I think it was 1 inch, 1/16 size socket for the back, and 15 mil wrench and socket for those 2 nuts for the suspension. Forgot about that. Sorry. Now, you need a 14 millimeter for your axle, Allen. Sorry, 6 millimeter Allen for your 2. You only got 2 pinch bolts on this side, and then you need an 8 millimeter for your caliper bolts. So let's start. Take these out. We'll start with our pinch bolts. You don't have to take these out, just loosen them up, give them a couple turns. Alright. Wrong one. Next is our, what did I say, 14 millimeter Allen. Oh, the bike is not liking that one. No, it's not. Ooh, there she goes. Hope I wasn't in the way. Okay. Yeah. Alright, and then we take our 8 millimeter Allen, crack these loose. Support your caliper before you take the last bolt out, because you don't want it to drop. Hit your fender. What I like to do is take a crown bag, wrap the put the caliper in it, cinch her down. This way you ain't gonna worry about scratches. And if you have a point to hang it from, you can hang it by this. All you gotta do is take the caliper out the other side and slip your axle out, and you have to lift your bike up a little bit more, roll your wheel out. Alright, come back and show you how to put them back on. Alright guys, I got the wheel in. Just kind of test fit it. Now, we do have 2 different size spacers. The smaller one goes on your brake side, your rear brake side. The longer one goes on your shifter side. Alright? Or short right, long left. Okay? Stick them in. Alright, get them in. Take our axle. I lift up the wheel. Oh, come on. It's going to require some love tapping. There we go. Don't bang this all the way through because there's threads on the other side. That's it right there. That's all I'm going to do. I'm on the other side. Now, take our 14 millimeter Allen. Don't have to be super tight. There we go. Come on. Take our 6 millimeter Allen. Now you want to tighten the outer one first. You don't have to be super tight. I think they're like 15-20 pounds. Tighten it. Go to the inside. Tighten it. Then go back to the outer one. Retighten it. That's it. Now we're going to take our caliper out of the crown bag. Check our brake pads. We're good. Slide it over the rotor. Find the hole. Oh, there it is. Oh, I lost it. There it is again. There's the other one. I got it right here. There we go. Then I'm going to tighten these down. Go ahead, tighten these down, and then do the other side. We're going to pump the brakes up. Spin the wheel. Pads will rub a little bit. Spin the wheel. Squeeze the brakes. Spin the wheel. Squeeze the brakes. Alright, going to do that, and then we're going to go to the rear. Time to put the rear in. Same way we took it out. Lay it down flat. Lay it down. And just swing it up in. Swing it up in here. Straighten her out. Make sure our belt's off to the side. Caliper's kind of lightly dangling there. And lower it. What I like to do when I lower it is kind of have one hand on the wheel. One hand on the wheel. And one hand on the jack here. And I'm going to slowly lower it as I, too high. Slowly lower it. Try to. And wiggle the wheel at the same time to try. Make sure the wheel doesn't snag the rotor or anything doesn't snag on anything as I'm lowering it. Kind of get it to where the axle will slide through. Then I go down just a little bit more. You'd rather be too high than too low. You can always lift the wheel up easier than you can lift off the bike. Alright, now we're going to try to put the brake caliper on. Going to slide the pads on. We're going to have the wheel turn this way a little bit. Yeah, turn it that way. So we can get this tab up in that slot. Like that. Now, leave it like that. Let's see if we can do it this way. Got our spacer. Now there's two of them. The short side goes on the caliper end. That one's in. I'm going to stick the other one in. Oh, now you're all nonchalant about it. Alright, we're going to put the belt on now. this slot, you want to try to keep it up and down as best as possible. It makes it easier. So it goes in first. Go through adjustment, our adjustment deal, our caliper bracket, and then our wheel. Take our rubber mallet. Don't have to beat the hell out of it. Okay, we're on the other side. And a little bit of an adjustment here. So, gotta lift it up. Alright. Hopefully that's enough. There it goes. Smack it through to that slot just comes out. Now, this plate that goes on the other end, this plate that comes on the other end, it has these notches on the top. On this side it doesn't. Those notches need to face outward, and that's for your adjustment. So, we're going to slide that. Now we're going to slide that on the axle. Make sure that the axle's clocked right. So now we're going to tap it in. That plate will go inside that pocket of the swing arm. So tap it in. Guide that plate. What's that? There we go. Guide that plate. And tighten down our, put our other adjustment plate in. Again, this one's got the little notches in it. The other side is flat. So notches are out. Grab your axle nut. Put it on. Push your wheel forward until it stops on those adjustments. Alright, now we're going to tighten our axle up until it's just about until it's snug. You don't want to tighten all the way down, just until it's just snug, so it doesn't freely move like that anymore. Okay, wheel's not freely moving. Good. Let's go check our belt tension. Well, alright, let's go to the other side. We're gonna lower it down. Until our suspension is about where it needs to be. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. Woo! Oh. Guess it was snagged on something. Okay. Look down here. Go down just a little bit more. Doesn't feel. Alright, that's about where we need to be. Check your belt tension. And then check your notches. There's a notch on the swing arm, and there's notches on those plates. They gotta be the same. Just a little past 3 on this one. And just a little past 3 on that one. We're good. Now, like I said, I can't show you putting those bolts in. Put your, we gotta lift this back up, tighten this axle down. Then put those bolts back in down there for your suspension. There's 2 of them, bolts and nuts. And put your saddlebags on. Well, before you put the saddlebag, pump the brakes up, spin the wheel, pump and hit the brakes, spin the wheel, hit the brakes, and then yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. There you go, guys. 2017 Victory Cross Country. Both wheels done, both tires replaced. Everything looking good. He does have a fork seal leaking on the left side, though. We'll be sure to tell him about that. Other than that, it's a great looking bike. Like the color, not too bad, not too bad. So, but anyways, if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Also, if you have any comments, you think you know, I could have done it a little differently, I'm always open to, you know, new ways of doing things. So like I said before, I used to take the exhaust, the slip-ons and mufflers off. Woo! Pain in the ass. Don't do that. 2 bolts, they are kind of snug, but tell you what, they're better than trying to wiggle those damn pipes off. Golly, it was probably 30 some odd minutes trying to take those off, and then they weren't fun trying to slide back on either. So anyways, yeah, so go ahead and do that. Torque specs, you need to look those up for yourself. I've been doing it for a while, so I already know them. And also, last thing, subscribe. So if you like my videos, subscribe, and see you next time. Alright, adios.